Okay, let's settle this for once and for all. Are tomatoes really good for you, or is it just something gardeners say so that they can spend half of their money at the nursery without getting in trouble? I mean, they're really mostly water, right? So how good for you can they be? Well, I'm about to blow your mind. After diving deep into the science, I discovered that tomatoes aren't just good for you, they're basically nature's multivitamin disguised as a fruit. And yes, I did say fruit. They're because botanically speaking, that's what they are, even though your kitchen treats them like a vegetable. Hey everybody, welcome back to Almost 2 Acres. I'm Carol, and today we're going to go beyond the tomatoes are healthy advice. I'm going to show you exactly what happens in your body when you eat one of those perfectly ripe tomatoes and how growing your own might be one of the smartest health decisions you can make.
Before we talk about the nutrition nerdy stuff, and trust me, we're going full nerd today, let me paint you a picture. That pale, mealy tomato you bought at the grocery store last week, it was probably picked green and gassed with ethylene to turn it red. It traveled thousands of miles and sat in storage for weeks. Now compare that to a tomato you pick from your own plant at peak ripeness. We're talking about a completely different food here. Same name, totally different nutritional profile. The vitamins are more concentrated, the antioxidants are at their peak, and the flavor, well, there's no comparison. So when I tell you that 1 cup of chopped tomatoes has only 27 calories but delivers a serious nutritional punch, I'm talking about the real deal, not those grocery store imposters. Let's start with something you probably know tomatoes have, vitamin C. But here's what might surprise you. 1 cup of fresh tomatoes gives you about 25% of your daily vitamin C needs. That's more than you'd get from the same amount of carrots or broccoli. Now, why should you care? Vitamin C isn't just about preventing scurvy, though let's be honest, nobody wants scurvy. This antioxidant is literally rebuilding your body every day. It's essential for making collagen, which keeps your skin looking good and your joints moving smoothly. It supercharges your immune system, and here's a cool one, it helps your body absorb iron from other foods. So when you're eating that caprese salad with your homegrown tomatoes, you're not just treating your taste buds. You're giving your body the raw materials it needs to stay strong and healthy. And the fresher the tomato, the more vitamin C it retains. Okay, let's talk about potassium. This is one of those nutrients that doesn't get nearly enough attention, but it should. Most Americans are actually deficient in potassium, and that's a problem because this mineral is crucial for heart health. Here's how it works. Potassium helps balance out sodium in your body. Too much sodium and not enough potassium? Hello, high blood pressure. But when you're getting adequate potassium, like those homegrown tomatoes give you, you're helping your cardiovascular system stay in balance. 1 cup of tomatoes gives you about 400 milligrams of potassium. That might not sound like much, but when you're regularly adding fresh tomatoes to your salads, sandwiches, and sauces, it adds up fast. Plus, your body absorbs potassium better than from whole foods than from supplements. Now we're getting to the real superstar of tomato nutrition, lycopene. This is what gives red tomatoes their gorgeous color, and it's probably the most researched compound in tomatoes, and for good reason. Lycopene is an incredibly powerful antioxidant that's been studied extensively for its potential to reduce cancer risk, particularly prostate cancer. We're also seeing research suggesting it might help protect against heart disease and even support skin health by protecting against UV damage. Here's the fascinating part. Your body actually absorbs lycopene better from cooked tomatoes than raw ones. So that homemade pasta sauce you're making with your garden tomatoes, you're creating a lycopene powerhouse. The heat breaks down the cell walls and makes the lycopene more bioavailable. This is why traditional Mediterranean diets with those tomato-based sauces and dishes are associated with such great health outcomes. They figured out how to maximize tomato nutrition centuries before we understood the science behind it. Now let's talk about folate, also known as vitamin B9. This is especially important if you're pregnant or planning to be, but honestly, everyone needs adequate folate for healthy cell division and DNA synthesis. Tomatoes provide a decent amount of folate, and when you're growing your own, you're ensuring you get it at its most natural, absorbable form. Folate deficiency can lead to anemia and, during pregnancy, serious birth defects. But beyond that, adequate folate supports brain function and helps your body make new red blood cells. This is another reason why that fresh from the garden tomato beats the grocery store version. Folate degrades over time, so the sooner you eat that tomato after picking it, the more of this crucial vitamin you're getting. Here's one that might surprise you. Tomatoes are a solid source of vitamin K1, which is essential for bone health and proper blood clotting. We often think about calcium for strong bones, but vitamin K1 is actually what helps your body use that calcium effectively. Vitamin K1 activates proteins that bind calcium to your bone matrix. Without adequate vitamin K, your bones can't properly mineralize, even if you're getting plenty of calcium. It's like having all the building materials for a house, but no blueprint to put them all together.
If you're growing tomatoes, and let's face it, if you are doing that, you are getting plenty of physical activity. This vitamin K1 support is very important to maintaining your bones as you get older.
Let's not forget about fiber and hydration. Tomatoes are about 95% water, which means they're contributing significantly to your daily fluid intake. But it's not just plain water, it's water packed with nutrients and electrolytes. The fiber content might seem modest at about 2 grams per cup, but it's high quality fiber that supports digestive health and helps regulate blood sugar. When you eat tomatoes with other foods, that fiber slows down sugar absorption, preventing blood sugar spikes. This is why tomatoes make such a great base for healthy meals. They add volume and nutrition without adding many calories. They help you stay hydrated, and they provide that fiber your digestive system craves.
Here's the thing that really drives this all home. When you grow your own tomatoes, you control everything. You decide when to harvest them for peak nutrition. You choose varieties bred for flavor and nutrition, not just shipping ability. You avoid the pesticide residues that commercially grown tomatoes often carry. Studies have shown that homegrown produce can have significantly higher vitamin and mineral content than store-bought versions. We're talking about 20 to 40% more nutrients in most cases. That's not just because they're fresher, though that matters. It's because you can grow them in a healthy soil and harvest them at the perfect moment.
Plus, there's something to be said for the mental health benefits of growing your own food. The stress reduction, the physical activity, the connection to your food source. These all contribute to overall wellness in ways that go way beyond just the nutrients in the tomatoes themselves.
So are tomatoes good for you? I think we can give that a resounding yes.
With their vitamin C, potassium, lycopene, folate, vitamin K1, fiber, and the incredible hydration benefits, tomatoes earn their place as one of the healthiest foods you can grow.
If you're not growing tomatoes yet, I hope I've convinced you to do so. And if you are growing them, I hope you realize what a great decision that is. The next time someone asks you why you spend so much time in your garden growing tomatoes, you can give them 8 solid reasons for doing so. Thanks for joining me today on Almost 2 Acres. If you like my coffee drinking hippie vibe, please subscribe and bring along your friends. Until next time, let's get growing.